Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal teaming up for the first time ever. They'll face off against a squad made up of heavy hitters from around the globe, including the United States. Players like John Isner, Jack Sock, and Nick Kyrgios will take aim at an upset over Europe's deep roster that includes 5 men in the top 10 of the Emirates ATP rankings. The shortened sets and innovative format pave the way for some unpredictable results. But with Federer and Nadal leading the way, Europe is a prohibitive favorite, begging the question, can Team World shock Team Europe and win the Laver Cup? That is this week's tough call.
It's going to be difficult. But that's why we have Tracy and Justin here. They are the lawyers of the day to battle this out. Before we get to your answers,
it's not going to be difficult for Tracy.
Yeah, but you're a better arguer.
I am, but I'm also a much better arguer when I have good facts and info and data.
I don't know. I feel like you can concoct something.
I can.
Here,
I have
Justin.
a fighting chance when I'm fighting chance.
I believe in you, Justin.
Let's take a look at the teams that we have for Team Europe and Team World here for the Laver Cup. This is Team Europe. You got Rafa, you got Roger, Sasha Zverev, Marin Cilic, Dominic Thiem, Tomas Berdych, Captain Borg, of course, their alternate is Fernando Verdasco. All right, let's take a look at Team World. For Americans, Sam Querrey, John Isner, Jack Sock, Francis Tiafoe. You also have Nick Kyrgios and Denis Shapovalov. John McEnroe is the captain. Their alternate is Thanasi Kokkinakis. So the tale of the tape between these two, and it leans heavily toward the Europeans. Take a look at this. The average ranked 6 compared to 33, 36 slams to none, and maybe above all else, $260 million career prize money to just $35 million. So, yeah, $250 million on your squad, Tracy. So you get
That's
to
on
go
court.
first.
There's probably a full billion off.
Absolutely. So basically,
Yes.
all right, Tracy's made her argument, Justin.
I don't even think I need to work for this, but you have obviously two of the greatest, the two greatest of all time, with 19 majors for Roger and 16 for Rafa. Just going down the line, it's only Kyrgios who has a winning head-to-head record against the world. He's 8-7. Otherwise, Del Potro, you might have had a chance, but now Del Potro out, and they bring in Tiafoe, who's ranked outside the top 70, makes it more difficult. And of course,
Can you please
Roger's
focus
won
positives on your
2.
team, not the negatives of mine, please?
I'm sorry. Rafa's won 2 this year as well, and Sasha Zverev's not bad. We've got all my players seem to be in the top 10 except for Berdych, who is playing in his home country.
And he used to be in the top 10 for a long time.
He's resided there for
but
a
he's actually
decade.
playing in his home country, and it's indoors. He likes to play in indoors. Should I continue, or do you want to
going.
just?
Yeah, keep just piling it on.
You want to just keep?
I'll claw my way out.
I'm going to let you go now.
Well,
And then I'll have something at the end.
Can they shock Team Europe?
so you're telling me there's a chance,
Always a
okay?
chance.
It's sports, it's competition. You have a team with a lot of weapons. I do have youth on my side. I have a 5-year age benefit on average. Look, this is going to have to be Captain McEnroe, both McEnroes, because Patrick McEnroe is his vice captain. They're going to have to just plug the players in all of the right positions, and it's going to have to be about matchups, and they're going to have to play really well and opportunistically. The American team has big weapons. Obviously, you have John Isner with the huge serve, Sam Querrey, the big serve on the forehand. Querrey has big wins over Nadal earlier this year in Acapulco. Isner beat Federer indoor in Bercy
And
there.
you like
I was a little
that.
intense. That was a big win there with his new coach, McPherson. That was a big win for him to try to get into the World Tour Finals. So similar conditions there. You have Sock and Isner have won doubles. The Americans are going to have to dominate the doubles point.
Jack's the best doubles player.
I believe Jack's the best individual doubles player, but frankly, unfortunately, 2 of the other best are probably Nadal and Federer as well. But the Americans are going to have to dominate the doubles, and they're going to have to win the big matches, those 3-point matches on Sunday, and they're going to have to get the right matchups. If you have someone like Isner playing Thiem, who has a good record against indoors, or you have Querrey, who plays a lights-out match against Nadal like he did in Acapulco, that's the best chance for the American team.
I think the young guys on your team would probably play first, I would think, because the first day the wins are only worth 1 point. So I would think that Francis would have more trouble winning, wouldn't you
And
think?
that's another thing. So format. I think that's one of the things that gives the world team even a chance or a glimmer of hope. These are quickened formats. You don't have to win 2 sets against Roger Federer. You have to win 1 set and then play a super tiebreak. We saw Tiafoe win 2 sets against Federer at the U.S. Open. You've seen Shapovalov. I'm really doing a great job with his name as he keeps winning.
Much better.
Dennis the Menace. As you've seen Dennis be able to beat Nadal. You've seen those guys play at their highest level, and they don't have to play at their highest level as long to get points in this competition.
Can I say one other thing? Is
Sure.
that on your side, Jack Sock can play all the doubles matches because there's only 4 of the 6 players that have to play the doubles. So Jack could play every single time with a different partner.
Yeah.
That would be helpful.
And his doubles versatility is so strong. He can play both sides. He can play with different partners. He's had success with the most amount of partners in men's tennis the past few years.
The key for my team, I think, Roger and Rafa. Do you save them for the second day and put Roger and Rafa on the second day when they're looking possibly win 2 points? Because Fridays every win is worth 1 point.
Yeah.
Saturday 2 points, and then Sunday 3 points. That's where the world really has to come through on that final Sunday. But do you put Rafa and Roger both on the same day? Then the crowd, it is part entertainment. They're going to be kind of a little bit upset.
They can play doubles on day 1 and then singles on day 2.
Yeah. And then if they get to that end match on Sunday, they could play doubles again as well.
And singles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, tough task. I think it's possible. How about team chemistry? Because, you got 4 Americans that actually hang out and like each other a lot. The guys on Team Europe, I don't know how much they hang out off.
Yeah,
off
Roger's
the court.
difficult to get along with, and Rafa.
Not difficult, but like in terms of spending time together. This is a team competition. When it comes to Davis Cup, a lot of times the team that has good chemistry goes on to win.
I think Roger and Rafa are pretty good leaders, and they don't seem to have bad chemistry with anybody. Sasha seems pretty easygoing. Dominic Thiem, he's really easygoing.
Yeah,
Thiem and
Zverev get along very well. Cilic is like one of the nicest guys on the planet. I understand what Steve's trying to say, is that the Americans need to capitalize on any variables. They need, whether it's momentum, adrenaline, matchups, being clutch. They need, on paper, this is a very one-sided matchup.
And we know Kyrgios, he can come up with some big wins as well. He and Jack Sock are such good friends.
Yeah, Kyrgios is the only guy that has really had overall success against the top players, consistent success. So once again,
so good job. You did a good job.
Well, we'll see.
It was a very difficult job for you today, I must say.
Are you giving him the win?
I'm not giving him the win. I'm just supporting my buddy. I'm just supporting, even though I win.
Tracy always wins.
Here we go.
You can join in the conversation. Tennis.com, tennischannel.com. See what you think for
We'll see.
today's